I'm from Canada. I'm the oldest of 4 children. And when I was little, I was called Robert. And I used to like to dress in girls' clothes. And I always dreamed of being a girl. But I hid that from everybody. I was constantly depressed. I could finish with a patient or finish with whatever I was doing, walk to my car, end of the day, and I would be crying literally every day right away. It was just always there. It was just oppressive, the depression and the longing just to be my own true self.
Bobbi hid this part of her life very well and was functional, very functional as a male for 60-some years. I had never been exposed to transgender people in a personal way. Bobbi made this personal for me. And I had a decision to make. Was I going to continue the relationship, or was I going to move on and say goodbye? And to me, I am not of the persuasion that I would make friends disposable. Friends aren't disposable to me. Friends are friends.
I can't think of one patient or one friend or one family member who has withdrawn from me.
Gee, I don't know. People have their own opinions, and they have their own people. Many people like me had their minds made up, and don't necessarily have your mind made up.
I was married, and through the whole transition, my marriage has not only survived the journey, it's thrived. It's better than it's ever been.
I don't remember where I was. It wasn't one of those kind of events. It was more a gradual kind of hinting about things. And I was naive enough to think, well, I've seen shows on Oprah. I'd read things about transgender. I felt bad for those people that were in relationships where the other person would transition, but I just knew that would not be us. And I was wrong. And I'm glad I was wrong.
I'm almost 65, but I am still pursuing my childhood dream of becoming a professional golfer at the highest level. Naively, I thought that I could probably do this, anonymously. The Arizona Republic called, and they requested an interview, and I could have easily gone either way with that. I was fearful of putting myself out there, but I just seemed to summon a courage that I didn't know I had, and I agreed to the interview. And I am so proud of the fact that I did. It took courage, but because I've put myself out there, I have done so much good.
I'm a little protective of her. We're buddies, and I hear what people say sometimes, and I stop them, and I have her back like friends should and like friends do.
I think the other great thing in my life right now is my golf, because now I just play with joy. My golf game is joyful.
It's so wonderful to be with somebody who's happy, who likes themselves. We support each other. We have very different interests. I'm not a golfer. I breed dogs, and and so my passions are different than Bobbi's, but we still can come together and be one. But we can be separate and support each other, and it's just a perfect relationship. You couldn't design it any better.
I probably would take that little Bob, I was called Bob, probably take him aside. I could just picture him right here, right now with us, and just say, you're a great kid, and you are so talented, and there's not enough I could say about how much I love you, but you are so miserable, and there's no need for this. You gotta trust me on this one, but it's just gonna be fine. People are still gonna love you, and you are gonna know happiness that you have never known. You are gonna accomplish things you didn't even think you were possible. Because when you're in a good place, anything's possible.